Greetings from the Rotary Club of Upper Blue Mountain Sunrise in New South Wales. This is the story of how Rotary in Australia worked with Rotary in the Pacific and other partners to provide a sustainable educational opportunity to students in remote areas of Vanuatu and Papua New Guinea. It covers the development of computer systems and solar energy installations in remote area schools. It shows the cooperation between Rotary and several partner organisations to provide support to our Pacific neighbours. Building on our experience, our projects provide solar power and low voltage computers to schools in the Pacific, particularly those schools without mains power. Initially, Rotary identified a need for a computer system to be installed in a school being built in a very remote part of Papua New Guinea. The new computer needed to operate on 12 volts, tolerate high temperatures and high humidity. The system was developed with TAFE, designed using solar power, and installed in Goroka in the Papua New Guinea highlands. Our journey had just begun. This sign says it all. The next installation was planned and delivered to another Rotary School project in Solar, in the north part of Vanuatu. This installation took place in 2012. The next installation was 10 computers in Hog Harbour Primary School in 2013. The team included a carpenter, 2 TAFE teachers, 2 students and 2 Rotarians. TAFE received a federal grant to enable IT students to assist in the installation. This TAFE partnership proved more beneficial as we were used to the students to do the installations and follow-up of previous installations to ensure sustainability. The Australian students probably learnt more than they taught and returned home with much enthusiasm for doing good for others. We then moved to Tanna Island. Students from a school in Canberra, as members of a Rotary Interact group, and an enthusiastic teacher raised funds to build a school in Port Resolution. The Master Builders Association in Canberra agreed to fund an apprentice to travel with the team to build the required workbenches for 15 computers in 2014. The computer and lighting installation were completed with the assistance from the Vanuatu Education Department. The next installations were on Santo and 7 primary schools with both TAFE and Rotary members. This time on the island of Santo at a remote school called Vanuatu, which had very limited power supply. We gave preliminary training to over 220 children and teachers, covering keyboard and mouse skills and basic maths and literacy training. We also undertook maintenance and updates on previous school sites. With an enthusiastic principal to encourage them, the children are amazingly quick to pick up on the technology. And in time, these skills will grow and give them education opportunities previously unavailable to them. The most recent installation this year was at the Loravulco Training Centre, where other Australian Rotary clubs had already built and equipped several classrooms. Many of these installations meant we introduced solar power and computers into schools in Vanuatu, far earlier than would have otherwise occurred. The children have improved their educational opportunities. The teachers and older students were totally involved with the setup and training. We took the opportunity to provide extra clothing for the children, as they can see in the photograph at the bottom right. Our work in the South Pacific is a marker of how Rotary in Australia can work with other Rotary clubs and partner organisations to help our Pacific neighbours provide education and knowledge needed for the future. The secondary benefit has been with Australian students. This was often their first exposure to a very different culture, and helping with the installation and setting up of the computers and the training was a humbling but rewarding experience. As is always the case with these projects, it is the belief that we are making a small difference to the lives of the local communities and particularly the children. That's why Rotary does it.